Hi everybody! Today I'm going to be showing you guys a daytime look using some of my very favorite Limelight by Alcone Cosmetics. I started off with moisturizer and I have already used the First Base Makeup Primer. So everything is all ready to go. And I added 1 drop of the One Drop Wonder Skin Booster to my concealer. I'm going to just use a little concealer brush here to apply the darker shade of concealer. This would be 02 right here, to some of my little problematic spots. So just going through and gently concealing some redness around my nose, melasma spots, acne scarring. I've got some along here. This is a wax-based waterproof concealer, so it will stay on for the duration. And now I'm just going to blend. Adding more if I need it. And some redness right here, so I'll just dab a little bit right here. Get rid of some of the pinkness on my chin. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to use the same concealer brush to camouflage the circles under my eyes with the lighter shade. And I'm going to place the concealer in a V, sort of a V shape under my eyes. You can see how the puffiness is starting to disappear. And I'll do the other side. So I'm just gently tapping this in. A little bit of this concealer does go a long way. It can also act as a highlighter, bringing light to some of the lifted places on your face as well. Okay. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to use Shinto 1 on my face. And I'm going to go ahead and add another drop of the One Drop Wonder Boosting Serum. Okay. And my hands are clean, and so I'm actually going to be working the foundation in with my hands today. So I'm just sort of working the One Drop Wonder into the foundation, and I'm just going to dab it on. You can see I've got a lot of redness on my nose. I've gotten a lot of sun recently. Looks crazy right now, I know, but I am going to be blending. Once this goes in and soaks into the skin, it's very, very, very lightweight. Doesn't really even feel like you're wearing any kind of foundation at all. A lot of people complain that foundation can get cakey or sticky. This is a very, very, very lightweight foundation. I'm just going to work that in. Just lightly tapping it into the eyes as well. It's also a buildable foundation, so if I felt like I needed more coverage, I could just add more. Right along my forehead, just working that all in. So you can see how it's evening out my skin tone nicely. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through with the concealer again and just spot conceal some of these more stubborn areas that might need a little bit more coverage. I have this spot right here. I'm suspecting now that that might have been an insect bite, and I'm actually just going to use my hands for this as well. Give that a second to soak through or soak in. Okay. The melasma along my upper lip is a bit problematic. That needs a bit more coverage. Okay. And then I'll just gently tap that in. So you can see how that's really made a difference with that spot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this with some translucent setting powder before I add some other colors on. So this is our translucent setting powder. And it's just going to keep everything in place. Maybe reduce a little bit of the shine. I'm combating the humidity of Florida. So the translucent setting powder is really good for that. You can see that it does take away a lot of the shininess that I was dealing with. But it's not adding any color. It's just setting the makeup. So now I'm going to add some warmth, because you can see that after I've applied the foundation, my chest is a lot darker than my face. So I'm going to put some bronzer on, which will warm everything up. This is our Perfect Bronzer, and this is a beautiful color. I don't know if you can see the shimmer when I hold it up, but there is a really beautiful shimmer to this. So I'm going to use just a basic blush brush, and I'm going to apply it underneath my cheekbones. Our makeup is very highly pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to apply some to my forehead, and you can see that it's now starting to warm everything up. I'll apply some to my nose, just so that it's hitting where I would typically get sun. And I'm going to do a little bit of light contouring by placing some shading underneath my cheekbones, not on the cheekbones. Okay, so just gently warming up the complexion so that looks a little bit more natural now. Then I'm going to add this shade of blush. This is Glowing. Okay, just to the cheeks. See how pretty that looks? Very natural. Remember, I am doing a daytime look. And then I'm going to actually use another shade of blush as well. This one came in my kit. See that? This is a really nice complement to the bronzer that I just used, because it also has a bit of a shimmer to it. So I'm going to use the same exact brush I just used, and I'm just going to put this right along the very top part of my cheekbones so that it catches that gold glimmer. Okay, there. Okay, so then I want to add some color to my eyes. I'm going to keep this very simple today because I'm going to do a bit of a bolder look. But what I'm going to do is get out some of my makeup eyeshadow palettes. I have customized this palette myself. I selected these shades. One of the great things about Limelight is that all of the palettes are customizable. So no more buying palettes because you like one or two of the shades in it and then you don't use the other 6. I intend to use all of these. So I am just going to go in, and this is going to be very, very, very simple. I'm only going to use 2, maybe 3 shades of color today. I'm going to go in and just use this shade right here, and I will post all of the colors that I used underneath this video, and I'm going to apply to my lid over the whole entire lid. I like lighter colors on my lids because I believe that the lighter colors bring out my eyes a little bit better. My eyes are deep set, so that lighter shade will kind of let them pop. We need to add some more to the corner. Okay. Then I'm going to add an even lighter shade to the brow bone. Okay, so it's this shade right here. This is basically a cream color, and it's a beautiful shade for highlighting. Just a little dab right here, and I'll place this right underneath the brow bone. And you can see how it brightens and lifts everything. And then I'm going to use this shade, this is called Brownie Points, to line my upper lids. If you don't have a liner shader brush like this, you need to get one because this is the most versatile tool you'll ever use. I'm just gonna get a little bit right on the shadow like this, brush off, blow off the excess, and start on the corner, the outer corner of my eye, and go in. Just like that. So just very subtle definition of the eye. Go into the outer corner, start here, and move inward. Which sort of allows the eyes to get that sort of elongated look. Now I want this look to last, so I'm actually going to top this off with some liquid eyeliner for a more defined look. Here we go. This is our liquid eyeliner. It comes in black, and I'm only going to concentrate on the upper part of the lid. So I'm going to go through, and again, just echoing what I did before, starting on the outer corner of the lid and moving inward. And all that's going to do is just give me some extra definition. Outer corner. Moving inward. So there you go. The next step is our 10 years younger makeup finish. So this is it. All that I have left to do now is just add some lip color and some mascara. So I'm gonna give this a little shake. This is loaded with all kinds of nutrients. Everything in this is really good for the skin. And I'm just going to mist my face. They suggest going at an X across and then up and down. So while I let that dry, I'm going to apply a really beautiful pigment to my lips. 4th of July is coming up tomorrow, so I'm going to go a little bit bolder than I typically would, and I'm going to use this bright red color. This is Candy Apple. This is one of our enduring lip colors. Okay. So there's Candy Apple and then there's Cherry Pie. This, like I just said, is Candy Apple. This is more of an orangey red, and then Cherry Pie is more of a blue red, but both are beautiful. Just gorgeous colors for the summertime. This is a liquid lipstick. It's very long lasting. Put it on in the morning, it's gonna stay on all day long. Okay, you notice I didn't really do anything too crazy. I didn't line, I didn't do anything. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush just to balance everything off a little bit, just to the apples of my cheeks. Remember how I was talking about layers earlier? I need layers to keep everything on. So a little bit more blush. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna set everything with more translucent powder, and then I'll add another spritz of that setting spray. So just a little bit more translucent powder. It's gonna keep everything in place. And then the final spritz. Give this a little bit of a shake. That's the primer. I've already done that part. Okay. And let that dry. And then the final step, of course, is the mascara. So this is the perfect mascara. This was sold out for a while because it was so popular with everybody. But one of the great things about this mascara is this is a fiber lash mascara. It will build up your lashes and make them look really long. The effect that it's going to give is a very natural effect. So you're not going to have those spidery lashes. You're not going to have a lot of clumps. It's going to look they're going to look very long, very natural, very pretty. The great thing about this particular product is that the fibers are already in here. So it's not more than one step. It's just one step of mascara. You don't have to worry about fibers falling on your face or anything like that. It's going to last the whole entire day. So now that everything's dry, let me go ahead and apply. Always a little bit tricky to do this in the camera. You can see how they're starting to lengthen out already. And I apologize in advance for you guys having to look up my nose. Everything that we make, by the way, is completely cruelty-free, botanical, gluten-free, nut-free, I think, most everything. But one of the things that I love the most about Limelight by Alcone is that everything is cruelty-free. We do have that Leaping Bunny certification, which means that not only have the products not been tested on animals, but none of the components that go into making the products have been tested on animals either. So that for me was really important. And I know a lot of my friends were also asking about cruelty-free products as well. A lot of my friends are avid animal lovers. And, you know, why buy products when you're just not sure? When you can get something that you know for a fact is cruelty-free. I'm going to go in and just add another layer here. You can see the layers, the fibers starting to adhere to each other. Got a little clump and I can get rid of that later. This is going to be my 4th of July look. I'm feeling very festive this year. Oh, up the nose. Sorry, guys. Just wanted to show you guys the length that you can get with this mascara. It's really incredible. Got some on my nose, no big deal. I can get rid of that with a Q-tip later, but I'll post a picture of the complete finished product as soon as I get that off. You can see that it didn't want to come off. Just a testament to how well everything stays put with Limelight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful and safe 4th of July, and I will see you soon. Bye.